Hey guys, Paradox has officially announced the first expansion pack for City Skylines, called After Dark. It's quite a dark name for a city builder, right? It could have been Sunsets or whatever, but you know, we're gonna go with it. So, I like to quickly just go through the very small list of items they provided, so then we can actually talk about it. So you're up to speed in case you haven't heard about this. It was announced on Gamescom like just now, like, well, I mean not now. The video's coming a little bit later, but you get the idea. There's a little trailer. It shows nothing at all. So except for like one frame that was able to isolate, and you kinda get to see the city night. But let's see the 5 main features that are announced on the store page right now. You can't pre-order and you can't buy either right now. There's no price for this. Day and night cycle. Day and night changes in the city. Okay, yeah. And affects citizen schedules. Traffic is visibly slower at night and some zone areas do not work with full efficiency, further easing the traffic. Service vehicles move around as usual. A free update for all users. So apparently, the day and night cycle is coming for free for everybody. If that's the case, that makes sense because it sounds like something that should be in the base game, right? And it shouldn't be something that, depending who you're watching, day and night changes or not, right? Because somebody doesn't have the expansion. So this point actually makes a lot of sense, and I think that's what it means. So everybody's getting the day and night cycle, right? But they're just calling it the After Dark expansion, even if they're not bringing maybe After Dark, content with the expansion. They're bringing other stuff. Maybe just to celebrate that they got the milestone. I don't know why they put the name of it if it's not the feature you're buying. But anyway. Leisure specialization. Commercial areas can specialize in leisure activities. Leisure areas are especially active during the night, but work like regular commerce areas during the day. I have some thoughts on this. Beach specialization. Commercial areas such as beach bars and restaurants, small marina and fishing tours on the shoreline can specialize in beach activities. I love that. Expanded city services. Criminals will now be taken to prisons from police buildings. Good. Taxi service will help citizens and tourists travel around the city. Cargo hubs are harbors that accept cargo trains straight to the terminal. International Airport is a huge airport, allowing much more traffic than the previous airport. It has a metro station attached to it. Bus terminal allows citizens to transfer to other bus lines in the terminal building. And of course, we also have new transportation options. Bikes and dedicated bike lanes and bikeways let citizens opt for a faster alternative to walking. Bus lanes can be used to help the public transportation run smoother. So, let's just talk a little bit about this. So, leisure specialization. I think that this is a missed opportunity for a gameplay mechanic because they say that you can mark some commercial areas as leisure specialized. I'm guessing you're doing this by just setting, a policy on a district because I don't think they're gonna add a new commercial type zone. I think it wouldn't be too scalable if they kept adding zones. It makes more sense to just do it that way with the policies. But here's the thing. If they work like regular commerces during the day, what's the difference? Right? I think there should be like commerces that can be open all day, sure, like bars or restaurants, but then there should be some commercial areas that should only operate during the night, right? So if that's the case, you have like a dead zone during the day, like maybe there are like clubs and so on that people won't go during the day. It's closed, right? So those commerces don't really work for citizens, right? They don't add up to citizens' happiness or what have you during the day. They may be able to receive cargo, in example, but not to actually work for the customers, or even provide jobs during the day, right? But only during the night. So then you would have to play out, well, I mean, I can't make everything leisure because, of course, people need to do stuff during the day. So I think if they had that, you know, pick whether you want this to be on the day or the night, you would have a lot more going on. You would have to deal with maybe noise pollution generated by clubs and so on. I think they're missing an opportunity here, but we don't know everything about the expansion, so I'm just dropping in my thoughts. Now, but beach specialization, not much to say, but I just love the idea of making like a huge beach complex with just bars and beaches and like I will just go, no, I will just make an entire city, you know, side by side with the river. I'll create my own map so I can make the whole thing. That sounds amazing. I mean, bought, sold, $60, $100 here. Just shut up and take my money right now. Now, there are other features that I may buy the game for. Criminals taken to prisons. It means that now, well, I don't know if they're gonna actually simulate crime now. So right now, crime works like, well, it's not even like SimCity 4, but basically you have some areas on which there's crime, right? And the police car needs to go by and refresh those areas. That's how it works, right? There is no crime. Whenever you see like the big badge, it just means that that building hasn't been hit by a police car in a while. So the police car will actually just skip everything and rush to the house and do a little like walking in animation and leave. But there's no crime actually. There's no criminals, right? There's no stats about that. The crime doesn't really exist on the city. It's just something that needs to be checked once in a while in a house. So we're gonna see if this actually means that there's going to be crime now on City Skylines, which is something that maybe we're all used to seeing in SimCity and works just like perfectly on SimCity 2013. That mechanic of police and crime was awesome, and I would love to see if they actually got something like it as well here. Taxi service, that sounds great. I don't know if we actually have control on it, that like we can lease this amount of like plates for taxis and so on, but I love the idea of sort of having like non-government solution to traffic, right? So that, you know, we don't have to take on the full expense. If people want to pay for a taxi, they can do that, right? They just, you know, they call a cab, they pay for the cab, we don't deal with it. I like the idea, but I don't know if we have control on it. Then you can see there is a lot of interchange between like different kind of terminals and so on. Like cargo hubs can accept cargo trains from the terminal, or the international airport that has subway with it. Oh, sorry. So like all this it's pretty cool. I mean, they're taking advantage of all the various kind of transportation methods that they have, and they're making them work together. That is pretty cool. And I would love to see. I would love to see if, I mean, how it plays out. But I mean, it should be like a regular metro station, right? The one from the airport. So I definitely like this idea, and of course the idea of dedicated bike lanes and so on. That is great, right? People were asking for bike lanes and bikes and so on since before the launch, and apparently that is happening now. And also bus lanes. So as you can see, that some mods may become obsolete, or they're gonna conflict with City Skylines. I'm talking about Traffic++. So I think for this expansion, starting a new city from the scratch will be the wisest thing to do. City Skylines success, I believe, relies heavily on the mods. Like if you just take all the mods, you don't let somebody install mods, the game is quite crude, right? So clearly mods are a big thing, but of course mods are not controlled, right? So a new expansion comes in and it can just break everything. So that is sort of like a disadvantage of having a lot of mods. But hey, it's great to be able to mod it your way, so we're not really gonna complain there. You just have to bear that in mind whenever you install this, whenever it comes out, that it may break your games, right? Because you won't be able to take out Traffic++, right? because you can't take that mod out and still play a city. You can put it like you can put it to sleep, right? You can put the mod to sleep, but it has to still be there, and maybe it conflicts with the expansion, so you can't really actually have it on, so you need to wait for the modder to actually update it. You get the idea. Just start a new city, you'll be fine. I think the best thing is just remove all your mods that may affect this, or just remove all of them and then slowly start adding them again. That would be the smartest thing to do, although of course many of us who have many mods, that sounds kind of like busy work, but oh well. Hey, if they want to give us better tools to manage the mods, that'll be great, right? Just a way to quickly select a bunch, just like click, drag, and release, and just select a bunch of them. That will be greatly appreciated. Anyways, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Day and night cycle is important, and that's really the main thing that I wanted to talk about. And you know, so whenever you have a day and night cycle like you had, say, on SimCity, the last one, you had it also on SimCity 4, but SimCity 2013, there was a rush hour. I don't know if they're doing that. Now, City Skylines has a very fake traffic compared to SimCity, because only like a very small percentage of the population would actually go to work. That's how they don't get stuck. And when they get stuck, they teleport, right? SimCity sort of took, just took it on the chin with that, because they simulated everything. They didn't skip anything. They just, if there was a car on the road, it had to get to destination somehow. And you could get like this big lockdown in your city, and there's a mod to simulate that on City Skylines, that it just actually prevents them from teleporting, right? And you can see your whole city failing, if you just activate that one mod that doesn't allow vehicles to teleport. If there was a mod to actually also have the whole population go to work, that'll be like full on SimCity, but your city wouldn't work. Because it would be impossible. It would be impossible. The times on which they need to arrive to destinations is way smaller than the distances they have to go through. So, but anyways, I like to see, despite all that, if there is a rush hour, right? It means on SimCity you would have at 6 a.m. they would all get up and go to work, right? And they would be at work at 7 a.m. I think the school bus went out at 7 a.m. Instead, or maybe 6, I don't remember exactly, right? And then there would be this time in the middle which there wouldn't be that much traffic, right? And then other operations could go on the city, right? The traffic would be more freed up for people to go shop, or cargo vehicles to go in. And then the other rush hour came in, which is the evening commute, and of course around 5 or 6 p.m. they would all leave work, and you just get like the whole traffic going on in your city. But it's great because you feel the city is alive. The city is actually behaving intelligently. It's not just cars everywhere all the time, right? But instead, they have a purpose, and they are respecting the purpose. I would love to see rush hour on City Skylines, right? I would love to see that different times mean different things instead of just day and night, right? And whenever it's night, it's something different, and that's it. But I definitely love the idea of having night activities. This is something that I kept saying, like, this is something that has to be on City Skylines, and they just nailed it. I think I haven't seen a single bit of gameplay of this, but it's just great because it will make the city feel more alive. Right now it feels kind of stagnant. You look at it like, one of the reasons actually I couldn't play much City Skylines anymore was because I kept saying the same sun, right? The same static moment of the day, like a frozen picture, right? And I was feeling like I wasn't, like, my city was just there, right? And it wasn't alive, right? It was just like a nice little city you built, aesthetically speaking. That's it. It doesn't matter if it works. It worked, but I feel like it had no purpose, right? Because it was static. It felt static, and I'm so confident this is going to turn things around, at least for me. Hey, that's something I needed. That's my personal thing. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. They're finally bringing this in, and in the way they're bringing this in, and hopefully whenever we get more footage, more information, we'll be able to cover it as well. So if you want to stay up to date with everything City Skylines, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you read more stuff on simnation.tv, our website, and our forums. Yes, our forums, discuss.simnation.tv. You can find all the links in the description below, but that is all for now for sure. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you next time.
Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud.
Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her... Stop sticking your finger in your ear! Alright, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does them really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit,
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.